Well, you're here again, for the third time. God, you people are bored. But you know what? This time you're not going to be as disappointed as last time. This time I don't just have a demon grocery store or a lake with 7 sevens in it. This time I actually have a tiger with me. And what's his name?
They're Malcolm.
Oh my god. He speaks too. Yeah, it's a tiger that talks. Everyone, it's Malcolm Ray. Everybody clap.
Yay! We have a Malcolm.
A wild Malcolm has appeared.
Alright, so...
Introduce yourself for the people who don't have any idea who we're talking about. Like, I know a Malcolm, that can't be it.
Well, I'm Malcolm Ray. I'm known for playing the Devil, a Black Willy Wonka, and various other characters on a show called the Nostalgia Critic.
Well, you sound just downright evil, my friend. Good
Yeah,
God, why do we even invite you here?
I know. And I am also part of this pretty cool series called DC Abridged.
That sounds
Never
terrible.
heard of it.
Yeah,
Never heard of
Hate those guys.
Who the hell are they?
Just a bunch of schmucks, you know.
Whoa! Jerk-offs, dickweeds, and dildos I can understand, but schmucks, that
you
is
just
dirty
say the
language.
S word on a live podcast?
Good
Wow.
God,
Schmuckers,
show
like-
some tact.
Schmucker snackers, you know, those little...
We don't
little
swear
crusts.
here,
Smuckers.
Malcolm. This is a PG-13
Okay.
series.
You meant to call us Smuckers, clearly, because with a name that bad, we must taste good. That's right?
Exactly.
Okay, good. As long as we're clear.
But yeah, with DC Abridged, I play like Cyborg, I play Black Manta, I play Green Lantern, and various other characters.
I mean, yeah, no, he
goodness.
plays, Black Manta, Black Adam, Black Spider, Black Cyborg, Black Green Lantern, Black something else. Black.
And
Black
whose,
Malcolm.
and whose fault is that, Lewis? That's your fault.
Actually,
Mr.
yeah, he does
Casting
play
Director.
a character named Malcolm who is also black.
It's true.
How dare you?
I'm kidding. No, Malcolm is one of our best and favorite team members. Personally, I love him to death, and I am so thrilled that he finally joined us here for this new podcast that we're doing, and I couldn't be happier, man. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I love working with you guys.
He's all right, I guess. He's all right. I mean, his constant tiger references and dancing sometimes just gets on my damn nerves, but I guess he's okay. I guess.
Hey, I'll frost your flakes.
Oh, Malcolm Powder promises.
This is a saucy show.
Anyway,
It is. It's a...
All of the
fun
sauce
fact.
for your viewing pleasure.
Yeah. Fun
yeah.
fact, he actually likes DC as much as we do, apparently. So much so that he plays the stupid video games and watches the stupid movies right along with us, riffing and making fun of it and apparently contributing to our Abridged series. He loves
totally.
DC that much, don't you?
We actually will.
I like DC,
Let's talk about that for a moment, because we're all. I mean, I know we're not in the DC Abridged channel right now, but you all came here because you heard from us there first. I'm guessing. I mean, if not, hey, now you know. But we all work on DC Abridged because we love DC. Sometimes we love it too much that we can't just get through some of the current movies.
It is. It can be
It really
pretty
is.
difficult. But I mean...
I really don't think it's that hard. I just don't watch it to begin with, you know? Sometimes it's not hard at all if you just turn the damn thing off before it even starts.
We like to imaginate all the bad stuff never happened.
Yeah. Suicide Squad, Man vs. Man, Dawn of Super Bad Justice.
Paul, we agree we would call it a proper name, okay? Which is Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad. And the other one is
You agree.
Man vs. Man, Dawn of Super Bad Justice. You call them by what they are.
I already said that, dude.
Oh, you forgot the Academy
Anyway.
part. You forgot the Academy part.
Yeah, just the Academy Award-winning part.
Yeah, I chose not to put that in. That was
Never
a direct,
forget, Paul.
deliberate
Never let
decision.
people forget.
I don't give a crap, and I don't choose to relive it. So that's done with. Never going to call it that. And I was really pissed off at the fact that there were no actual squids in the movie, unless you count that god-awful effect. But I don't, so there.
Well, I mean, Jared Leto's Joker was sort of a life form.
Oh, don't humanize him by giving him a name.
I think he
Was
floundered
his name
himself
to
through
begin
the
with.
movie.
Yeah.
He floundered through the movie. That's close to, seafood, squid.
I'd say he just vomited through the movie.
No, he sleepwalked through the movie. He's just about every scene he's in. He's trying to wake himself up. Hard.
Well, I mean, give him credit. He probably had a nice drug high right before each taping, and, he just never got over it. Started harassing his teammates right after work.
Yeah, what a strange performance. I don't know how else to place it other than, I believe Jason put it best, like a sleepy Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Yeah, except without the Mark or the Hamill.
Yeah, it's just a very sleepy performance.
That's the way you gotta laugh.
He always looks like he's ready for lunch. God only knows what he eats for lunch.
Reminds me of that joke you made in the review that he thinks he's so good he can do it in his sleep. He actually tries to do it in his sleep.
Exactly. Oh God. Yeah,
what's funny is that he bragged about it too. Throughout the entire production, he kept bragging, "Oh, they're gonna lock me up for this performance.
Really?
They're gonna think I'm
He's
psycho
barely
for real."
What performance? It's all flashbacks. One scene or two,
We already thought he was nuts. He didn't have to prove it by doing the worst Joker impression since Mark Zuckerberg did it in Man vs. Man. Just saying.
This is
man.
This has been a debate among our group for a while behind the scenes. It's like, which one was the worst Joker of last year? Jesse Eisenberg or Jared Leto?
Right.
Jesse Eisenberg actually has good movies under his belt, so I'm going to go ahead and say Jared Loser.
Hey, Jared Leto has an Oscar. He's genius, right?
Yeah, you know who else had an Oscar? Hitler! Okay, maybe not, but still.
I was going to look that up. I'm like, I wonder what happened.
The Academy Award for the man
no.
to launch one of the most tyrannical reigns in the world goes to...
Cage, but you know what? I like Nicolas Cage, so I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, well, Jared Leto needs to let go. Just go away.
No. DC needs to let Jared Leto go. That's what needs to happen here.
Didn't they do that already? Aren't they kind of saying bon voyage?
It's nothing's official yet, but as far as I'm hearing, he's still slated to come back for Suicide Squad 2 or Joker, Harley Quinn, whatever the hell they're making. DC has like 15 movies in development.
Suicide Squad 2? What the hell else is there left to do?
Yeah.
Oprah...
Let me give you the scoop.
Sent the freaks on their mission. No, it doesn't. Oprah sent her mission. Oprah sent the freaks on a mission to capture female Imhotep. They did the thing. Will Smith said a pun, and Croc watched BET. The end. There's nothing else.
There's nothing else. There really is
nothing. Let me give you the scoop of what's supposedly going to happen in Suicide Squad 2.
The sequel is what? Harley Quinn filing her taxes?
in the sequel, supposedly, right? It's the mission. The team has to go and retrieve a secret weapon. You know what the secret weapon is? I'm not even kidding. The Rock.
Oh wait, no. Wait, do you mean an actual rock? Because DC does do that sometimes.
I'm talking about Dwayne. What's the Rock cooking Johnson?
Oh, you mean from the critically acclaimed remake of Jumanji, the Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
And Rampage, because he has to be in that one too.
Why?
Okay, let's not blame the man. Dwayne Johnson is a gift to humanity. He might be in bad movies, but he's the best thing in them.
Well, I mean, at least he's having fun in them. At least he's doing his little Moana, eyebrow thing in every movie and making us laugh. But
this is not a stab at Dwayne Johnson. I'm just pointing out that Will Smith and the Suicide Squad are going to go rescue Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, if he's such a gift, then why is he perpetuating Suicide Squad? He should know that movie's poopy.
The first one was, but I still believe that there's a good Suicide Squad movie to be made somewhere by people who actually, give a shit. But
oh yeah, well I think the Suicide Squad movie should commit suicide. That's what I think.
Without spoilers, and I know we're saving this topic for another thing.
I feel like everybody who was going to see Suicide Squad has seen Suicide Squad by now. I don't think we need to spoil people.
Well, no.
I'm
referring to the recent DC production. That kind of gave me...
League.
Yeah, it kind of gave me hope that they might have some hope in going in the right direction. If they keep going... Wonder Woman kind of gave me a little bit of hope that they can take DC movies into the right direction.
It is still favorite DC movie.
Yeah, it's serviceable. It had some great moments. It had some heart. I think what makes these movies so difficult to see is that they're such a beloved franchise with, iconic characters, heroes and villains, and, to see them, completely ruined in the fashion that they are, Snydered away, it destroys the souls of the fans, of the millions of fans around the world. So
if the souls were there to begin with, I mean, that's the real question. Were they even there?
It's true.
I mean, I did love me some Wonder Woman starring Gal Gadot, but I don't know. The other ones just kind of they kind of
just all over the place.
Yeah, in fact, you know what? Everyone, join in and make a poo noise to just say how angry we are about this. Ready? Poo. Thanks a lot, DC.
This is a smart show.
That is our review for those movies.
Yeah.
You can just sum up all of our feelings with that noise.
Yeah. Nothing but class, this podcast.
Did you guys talk about Thor in the last one?
Thor?
No, we didn't.
We have
Ragnarok.
not.
You mean Ragnarok? No, we didn't.
Ragnarok. Yes.
Ragnarok. The one that finally fixed Loki. No, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, have you all seen it?
Yes.
I have, yeah.
I have seen it.
We are more.
The truth is, if you've seen the trailers and the teasers and stuff, you've already seen it.
You've seen the movie. It's like it's the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's in the trailer.
They do. They show a lot. I don't know why, but they show way too much.
Yeah.
I've had to cut myself off from trailers because I don't want everything spoiled now.
Because that's what they do. They show you all the best scenes, all the best lines, always in the trailers. And I get that's the point, but come on, you're Marvel. You're going to get people in the seats no matter what. So stop blowing everything.
Right.
A part of me really wishes that they had kept the Hulk a secret. Like, that would have the perfect moment for a surprise. I wanted to be surprised, but we all knew the Hulk was coming, so...
Yeah,
I
get what you're saying, but
I would have loved to see that movie not knowing Hulk was going to show up, with... Like, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, but if you're a Marvel fan, you know anyway. Come on, you already know
At the same time, I don't blame them, because, let's face it, of all the Marvel movies, or the franchises, whatever you want to call them, Thor was the worst one at that point. I mean, Thor 2 is still my least favorite movie in the entire Marvel MCU, so it's
tied between Thor 2 and Iron Man 2.
I get that.
No. I don't think that's a tie, because Iron Man 2 at least has one saving grace, and we all know what it is. Say it with me now. Sam Rockwell as Hammer.
Yes.
Also,
come on, man. That was so worth the movie.
Just seeing him dance on stage.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Watching him do his thing is just the best thing ever. I love it.
It is really good. Although I did like, what's his name? The new roadie.
Don Cheadle?
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle, absolutely.
I love Don Cheadle.
I hated the old roadie. The new roadie is the only one I'll accept. The old one sucked.
Oh, Terrence Howard.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
He's a decent. He
was okay, I guess, but
I don't know.
He's a decent actor in general, but he's just not funny and not. He's just a brick of wall. That's it. He's a brick wall.
He doesn't try to add too much to the character. I don't know if there was. I heard there was something going on like behind the scenes, like business wise. Like,
well, yeah, he wanted. He wanted more money. Oh. I think after Iron Man 1 came out and it was a huge success, like Robert Downey Jr., who practically did the movie for free. At that point, he was untouchable. Marvel didn't want to cast him. The director was like, "No, it has to be him. This is my vision. He's the one." And they're like, "All right, I guess we'll try it." And hey, turn out a profit, And they're like, "Okay, he's gold now. Let's raise his salary for the next one." And then Don Cheadle like, "What about me?"
Terrence Howard.
You mean Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard. Yeah, Terrence Howard's wanted to raise. Marvel didn't want to.
Remember, Hotel Rwanda is the one we like, not the other one whose movie you can't remember.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yes.
And no, Don Cheadle's great.
He's hilarious when he's like any other Marvel actor on set. He's like, be funny when you can be cool everywhere else. That's really all you got to do.
He's got incredible range. He can be serious, he can be comical,
and he can be foreign or American. That's important.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. He's. Yep. Cheadle's amazing. He's a treasure.
Yeah. He is. I agree.
Cheadle is so good that they amped the role. I mean, he's in Avengers now, man. He was in Civil War and Lion. Come on. That people requested that. People are like, we want War Machine in there. I mean, you think if Terrence Howard was still War Machine, they'd be like, can we have more of Terrence Howard?
Well, no, they don't want any more of him. And actually, it's funny you say that. They did request more of him, and afterwards he kind of took over. He's like, he even almost overshadowed Bruce and Tony. That's how big he got. It's like he even almost got past the Science Bros and how popular he was.
Wow.
For a brief second, and then the fangirl started up again. Can't stop that. Nothing you can do. But for a brief
always
moment.
There's always a new hot piece of toast in the Marvel U with abs showing, It's...
Piece of toast? Piece of toast?
I don't know what he mean. I never heard that phrasing before, but
Me neither. Piece of toast. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have to try that from now on. There's always a new piece of toast for the girls to squee over.
Maybe bread and butter?
I was going to say butter, but yeah, okay.
Bread and butter.
No, I think it needs to be piece of toast.
Piece of toast? It's like the bread got a
piece of toast for the fangirls to butter.
Wow,
I think
that idiom surprisingly works.
Yeah, the bread that got a tan.
Thank you.
And then it oiled up its muscles with
like
butter,
now.
right?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
what they're thinking about. I'm just.
They're thinking about more than that. They're thinking about Chris Evans' buns, Tony's buns, pretty much any hot buns that come out of the oven. There's more bread to be had.
But that's my point. They all show the buns, man. There's always a mandatory. Okay, here, take your shirt off, show your bun scene. Paul Rudd.
Even their abs.
Paul Rudd. Ooh.
Even their abs look like loaves of bread, small ones, but still.
They're more like rolls.
Okay,
like
Paul Rudd. Who would have ever thought, let's show
like
Paul
a
Rudd's
six-pack
abs?
roll.
Come on, Ant-Man.
Yeah. Holy crap! I think we've just figured out the Marvel recipe. Everyone's made of bread. Jesus.
There we go.
Where did this come from?
White bread,
you
Cole.
know the muffin man?
A white bread named Chris, usually.
And there's 3 of them, so there's 3 times the white bread. My goodness. Marvel was this easy to figure out. It's all bread.
It's all bread.
All bread.
I guess Hulk is the avocado toast.
But however, there is a ton of wheat bread coming our way in the form of Black Panther.
Oh yes, I'm so excited for that one on multiple
Gonna be
levels.
so much
amazing.
I mean,
so much wheat bread coming our way.
First of all, feline. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Yep.
They made that character for you,
Malcolm's
Malcolm.
excited for all
That
the
is
Panther
your
rings gonna
character.
For those who don't know, Malcolm very much likes big cats. I mean, who doesn't?
Yes.
But he really likes big cats.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'm going with that, but
Neither do I. I just wanted to say it to embarrass you.
well, thank you.
You play a big
Yes,
cat.
Black
You
Panther.
play a big cat for me. So who am I to say?
I do.
We're actually lobbying that we put him in the suit and put him on set when they're not expecting it. That way, he'll be moral support for Black Panther.
Yeah, I'll be his mascot or something.
You'll be.
Well, hey, you have
be
the Tuffy the Tiger suit. Put that to good use.
What's a smaller cat than a panther? Let me think.
Ocelot, Puma. Actually, no,
lion.
Pumas are pretty big.
Lynx.
Bobcat.
You'll be
Yeah.
you'll be like the gray ocelot or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
I
I could be Zeke the tiger. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. You could. You know what? You could be the cub. You could be the cub.
The cub.
Yes. You could still be a big cat, but on a smaller level, you could be the cub.
Tiger cub.
Don't make me bare my claws. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's still at that adorable age where his biting actually tickles, so go ahead.
Tigers aside, I mean, felines actually aside, I'm just excited for the movie for many reasons. I mean, it's one of the most unique Marvel movies.
Yeah. Not to mention...
in terms of location, absolutely.
Yeah, it's always New
location.
York. I'm so sick of New York, man.
Everybody is. We're
New
all
York
tired.
or London
know
or
it.
some famous city.
I'll
Los
give
Angeles.
credit to
New
Spider-Man.
York, London, and a portal in the sky.
Yeah, I'll give credit to
Right.
Homecoming Spider-Man because at least they showed a different side of New York, which felt like, okay, that's different at least. Thank you.
Yeah, that is
And
different.
what's
But
funny?
yeah,
Spider-Man always does that. Spider-Man always shows good shots of New York. I mean, it's still New York, but at least they shoot whatever city they're filming in, calling it New York. They always do it really well. I have to give that to credit to Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I mean, like the older Spider-Man movies, I mean, they always, I swear, they were always shooting in the same area with all the tall buildings because he has to look cool and shit. But like the new Spider-Man,
because it has to serve his powers.
He's just in Queens. You can feel that's Queens. It's like smaller buildings. At one point, he's like running through a golf course. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that's
awesome.
the beauty. Well, that's the beauty of this new movie is that it's entirely fictional and it's in Africa. So hey,
Yeah, I love it.
futuristic fictional city in Africa.
Right, and we've got a diverse cast. There's some other ethnic tones, being portrayed
Well, yeah.
in the
It's
cinematic
first,
universe.
I think
And
it's-
and a couple-
I don't know if it's the first, but is it the first like blockbuster, like big blockbuster, where it's like a major black cast, or is it like? I mean, I don't know them.
No, dude, there have been a few others.
I'm talking about like a huge, like, you know, Marvel superhero movie like that. You know, like
superhero movie.
Movie.
This is the
there have not been any other Marvel movies where a mostly black cast is involved. If that's what you're asking.
Right.
Yeah, I'm talking about like big popcorn. You know, those $200 movies, the summer movies that we went to see. I mean, I'm trying to think if there was another one like this. I mean, I know there are other black protagonists, but like where the entire cast except two guys are, you know, like. I don't think we've seen that before.
It's rare.
The Tolkien white guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, would Hotel Rwanda count? I mean...
Yeah, usually big black,
I don't know if I would call that a family-friendly blockbuster, but okay.
The BBC.
Big black cast.
The BBC.
But usually those are, big black casts are usually reserved for comedy movies. That's usually you see them in comedies.
That is
not many action
That is the
flicks.
stereotypical trope.
Yeah.
It's like, if you see a big black cast, usually you're like...
Or dramas.
Yeah,
comedies or dramas.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this has got to be a comedy. You know, you see like Mike Epps and, you know, Cat Williams. You know,
You're
Kevin
talking.
Hart.
Oh, is this done by Tyler Perry?
Right? Are those
The Tyler Perry movies?
that has a Tyler
or the Spike Lee dramas?
That is, you know, Tyler Perry movies. I give them credence for what they do. Like, I mean, Tyler Perry, like he has a few movies that I really do appreciate, but his bread and butter, like that he sold, like, you know, that he is just selling to the cheap seats is his Medea, his Medea film,
House of Pain, Medea, all that stuff.
Yeah, and I'm just like, it has its specific audience, and I am very familiar with the super Christian audience.
Sure.
Super Christians.
Yeah,
like regular Christians, but more super.
Any franchise, and it is a franchise, but any franchise that has more than one movie has an audience. You know, it's because they keep coming back.
Yeah, a very specific audience.
Yeah, so Tyler Perry, I mean, how many movies has he done? Like 10 at this point? I mean, not to mention TV shows.
I think you're short a couple hundred, but yes. Yes,
he's done so many.
Yeah, clearly,
but no, the target is definitely
he has an audience.
The black, the black Christian audience, and probably just white Christians too. Like, to be honest, because I see a mixture. It's usually literally just white and black that I see in the Tyler Perry.
Well, I mean, the truth is, white audiences, they like themselves some stereotypes, so you're going to see them go in for it.
That's true.
And that's why that's why Black Panther is very important. It's one of the first all black, well, mostly black action movie blockbusters I can think of, like Lewis was saying. Yeah. Can you think of many more? I can't.
No,
right, that's not going to be like some kind of.
We're entering
weird...
a new era. I mean, not only for, like, you know, the first black led superhero movie, but also we just got Wonder Woman. The first. We don't count the Halle Berry thing or the what was the other one? Electra.
Nobody counts the Halle Berry thing. No one counts Halle Berry's fix up the mix up board game puzzle thing.
Between the production budget and like, you know, the awareness level and all that stuff, they're in two different levels. And I don't really think of like, well, the Halle Berry thing a decade ago. No. Wonder Woman was the first of its kind on that level.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I honestly don't remember it. I know I saw it like when it came out, but I don't remember anything about it. Not a single.
No one remembers.
Do not watch it.
No one remembers No one remembers Electric Nachos' big adventure. No one.
I mean, with Catwoman,
just
assumes, I remember
just let it disappear
from
existence.
It
never happened.
Lewis, don't say the C word. We were all just calling it the Halle Berry thing. That's what it is. Don't say its name.
Oh God, did I say it?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I will never.
Yes, you did. Don't you ever say? Don't you ever give it a name again? It is the Halle Berry thing.
Now I will have 7 years of bad luck.
Yes, you will. Shame on
black
you.
Black cat crossed your path.
There you go.
Yeah, but Black Panther is super important because, like, we have a majority black cast in a super AAA, you know, budget title, and they're not like portraying like, you know, romantic comedy or like a pseudo Christian drama.
Not at all.
No, it's
not at all.
They're portraying
Black Panther
it's a fictional country and culture, but it's based on real African culture. I'm assuming, you know, and
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Of course.
So is Zamunda.
To me, I mean,
but we're seeing a black cast being portrayed in a huge way that it's not commonly portrayed in mainstream marketed media.
Yeah.
Like this is going to be. I'm really interested to see how this is going to play
and
out.
one that's
So
like
well,
what Paul was saying, that
it'll be a game changer.
It's a movie about that, showing all that, but it's not about stereotypes or perpetuating stereotypes. You know, it's about identity.
right, and it's not like
Is
It's
it
not like
done by
racism.
is it done by a black director? I said, is it done by a black director? Is it like mostly written directed?
Yeah,
by
Ryan.
I think so.
Ryan Coogler, who directed the latest, what was it? Not Rocky, but it was in the Rocky franchise from Adonis. No,
Creed?
Apollo. Yes, from Apollo Creed. So
nice. Okay.
yeah,
So this is looking good.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan, who plays the villain in Black Panther, was playing Creed in that movie, which was I can't believe it won an Oscar or at least nominated. Was it nominated?
Yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. I don't know. I cannot recall. I think it was a bit of an upset.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it. I know it didn't win, but I feel like it should have at least been nominated. But I don't remember.
But yeah.
Well, I'm actually I'm having trouble. Can you guys go see if you whoever has knowledge of the movie? Can you name off some cast members? Because I know some of them. But a lot of them, if I'm not mistaken, are new. A lot of them are new to the scene. They're just like up and comers. They've been in a few movies, maybe.
Black Panther, you mean?
Yeah, the Black Panther cast. Like, who do we got on the staff?
There's
who's going to be there?
There's Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Angela Bassett.
Oh yeah.
Like her.
Of course, Michael B. Jordan.
As the villain. Really cool. Lupita
Yeah,
Nyong'o.
yeah.
Lupita Nyong'o. I love her.
Oh yeah. She's in
Okay.
there too.
Remind me again.
She plays. She was for one movie where she played like something really dramatic, but she plays Moss in the latest Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
that's
she's the little girl with the big glasses. She's the
Yeah.
little girl with the goggles.
Well,
mean,
older
her
girl,
debut-
but yeah.
The Yoda of the movie.
Okay,
yeah.
her debut.
I
role.
meant little as in judge me by your size, do you? But yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but she was famous for another movie that I can't remember right now. But
I can remember it, and I'll say it because this is also important because Lupita Nyong'o, her debut role, which was huge, it was in 12 Years a Slave.
Oh God, you're right. Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, right,
Oh.
right. And to go from that to this is such a huge leap because again, like it seems like black actors don't get much recognition unless it pertains to, again, either like some kind of romantic comedy or a slave,
Right.
racist
Some
movie.
kind of racism or some kind of comedy.
Right. Instead of like black actors can be in like superhero action movies.
Right.
And,
I mean that's true.
other things that-
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
other
this will
things
prove that.
Right, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about their ethnicity.
Yeah, no, I
It
mean,
can just
Not at all.
more smaller to medium movies now are definitely exploring more of different avenues for that. I mean, like the latest one from what's his name? The guy from Key and Peele. Was it? I forget which of the two did it, but Get Out. Remember?
yeah.
I love that movie.
Not a very good title. Get out of my theater! No, really,
No, that
come
is
on,
a
come
brilliant-
in. Watch the
no.
movie. No.
That movie was a brilliant subversion of tropes, both in horror and comedy and race. And it's if you haven't seen it, watch it. It's like one of my favorite movies of this year.
I might have to. Sounds fun.
Absolutely recommended. But
I
no,
do
what
know.
Malcolm is saying, it's true. It's like we're starting to get movies where explore, other kinds of performances with other kinds of actors, that don't usually get the limelight. And then when they do, it's in a very specific kind of way. And
Well, the big thing,
Black Panther
the big
is a
thing
huge
people are
step forward
hoping.
in that direction.
Yeah, well, I was just saying the big thing that I think people are hoping for is that this does for black actors what Wonder Woman did for female action stars. Now nobody questions it because the Themyscirans were so damn awesome. So we're hoping that the black actors in Black Panther are going to have the same effect.
I don't know if I'm ready to move away from Black Panther, but you just gave me a perfect segue to bring something up. Because, I mean, it's what you're saying is true. I mean, that's the kind of success that we're hoping this movie brings. But Wonder Woman did open the doors because suddenly, did you notice, a lot of female-led remakes or sequels or whatever are sprouting all over the place. The Ghostbuster one was one. And now we're getting, next year we're getting like Ocean's 8, I think it was, which is just basically Ocean's 11's, but all girls. A movie that I guarantee you they would have never done before Wonder Woman.
Probably not.
And I'm sure there's others like that are in development right now.
Sure, but I mean, that's a thing right now. A lot of females are replacing males as protagonists in popular things. Even remakes where there definitely is a male protagonist, they're getting the gender bent.
Yep.
No, it's
It's just a thing going on,
It's showing a different perspective. I mean, just to see the same movie with the same angle, it's like, why,
I don't know. popular.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know,
popular.
status quo,
Like what sells?
zeitgeist. Yeah.
You know, people are tired of seeing the same old thing over and over again, so this is a welcome change.
Yeah, I mean,
It is.
I was one of
It is,
the people that I like what they ended up doing, and I like the new Peter Parker, but I was one of the people who really wanted the MCU Spider-Man to be Miles, because it's like we've had 5 Peter Parker movies already. Can we, try something else? You know?
Right. I don't know if
Plus,
you caught this, but Childish Gambino's character, he referenced that he has a nephew.
Oh yeah.
And that is Miles.
I caught that,
If you do a Wikipedia on his character, that is the Prowler, who is the uncle of Miles Morales.
I think Marvel was smart enough to know that, okay, we're going to go with Peter again, but we are going to tease that this might happen somewhere down the road.
What made it work is because they weren't setting it up for a future movie. They're just saying, okay, this cool thing is here. We might play with it later, but we've got this awesome thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Right.
There might even be a conspiracy. They might be thinking,
They
okay,
managed-
if Black Panther does really well, screw the Saltine, we're sticking with Miles. Go in there, boy, be Spider-Man.
Right.
We're going to kill off Tom Holland and replace him with Miles Morales. Oh, God.
Well, that is spoilers, how it happens in the comics. So.
Yeah, the Ultimate
Oh, hey.
Spider-Man comics.
I mean, Peter Parker
I mean,
dies,
hey,
and Miles like, oh no. Basically, Peter Parker becomes Miles Morales' Uncle Ben. He learns the whole value of responsibility and power.
To be honest, I know nothing about Miles Morales, but I know he's incredibly popular, and honestly, I'll take anyone over another Peter, because I'm sick of Peter.
I like the new Peter.
I know him
Like,
front and back.
They did find a way to make it fresh, but honestly, I would have.
Yeah, Tom Holland sells the role perfectly. He is a great choice for Spider-Man.
Oh, no. I love the new actor. I think he did great. I just, the character of Peter Parker, I know him inside and out. I wouldn't mind a new one, honestly. I wouldn't mind a new Spider-Man.
With Spider-Man, it's like the character is so, like... Because the thing is, they keep redoing the same thing different ways, and I'm amazed that they keep finding new ways to say the same thing. But like even in the
how many ways can you kill Uncle Ben?
in the latest one, they don't even acknowledge him. It's so weird. They're just sort of like Uncle. Like at one point, they're like, Aunt May has been through a lot this year, so that means Uncle Ben, right? Yeah, but we're not going to say the name.
Yeah.
Because we've heard it to death. We've heard it 5 other times.
We're just gonna call him Unky B. Unky B is dead.
So yeah, they found a way
His last dying words.
to go through the same thing, but it's just like we get it. I like the movie. I like what they did, but at the same time, I'm like, they still could have done something different.
Yeah. I mean, instead of the famous saying of, with great power comes great, you've heard it a million times, just say something like garbled and desperate, like a real dying man would say, like, Peter, with great responsibility comes spiders.
I mean, I guess it worked for Man of Steel. Instead of like save them all, Clark, he's like, should I've let them die? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, they looked at me wrong. Let them die.
I mean, like
Yeah.
like that. If you were ever in a tornado and it was about saving you, or maybe possibly people spotting a blur that they would have talked for the next week and then forget about, should I save you? Nah, let me die. It's all good.
But yeah, no, I agree.
Well,
Spider-Man is definitely one of those characters where, you can play around with the character a lot, because it's not just Peter Parker that wears the costume. He's not the one that, always dons the cowl and jumpsuit.
Oh, it's a spider suit, not just a jumpsuit.
When you're talking about superheroes,
jumpsuits are for gymnasts.
Many people have worn the mask, the cowl, both in DC and Marvel, especially for those iconic characters. But the companies always feel like, people know the iconic ones. They know Bruce Wayne, they know Peter Parker. We got to stick to that, even if we've seen this a million times, because audiences like safe, audiences like familiar. And I hate to say it, but
Yeah, they like familiarity.
It's true,
Well, of course, that's just human nature, but it's also human nature to need to be surprised, otherwise you're going to get bored and just go nuts.
The thing is, you are never going to get people like, I want change. No, they might say that, but you got to drag people kicking and screaming through most change in life, and even when it comes to movies and franchises, it's like, I mean, nobody wanted to see the same guy play any character forever. I mean, that's true of all the Bonds, it's true of all the Batmans, it's now true of all the Peter Parkers. I mean, once you cross the line of 3, it's officially a legacy.
Well, everybody thought that a girl Jedi protagonist would be a bad thing, and hello, Episode 7, Force Awakens.
Well,
turned out great.
I feel like, I mean, this is my opinion, but Paul, I feel like the people who were saying that are still saying that just because...
Yeah.
Well,
Of course they are.
yeah.
There's always going to be dicks trying to hold down progress and new things because I don't like different. But you just got to ignore them.
Yeah.
Well, guys, as you all know, tigers must sleep, and I must sleep, and Demon Grocery Store must sleep, and screw it. We're all going away now because we can't stand to talk anymore, so we're just going to cut it off here. As usual, I'm your host, Starbeastrave, whoop-de-doo.
And this was Malcolm Ray.
Thank you so much, Malcolm.
Thank you, Malcolm Ray.
Thank you, Malcolm Powder.
Oh, sorry.
We love you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good to have you on the show.
Well, thank you all. Remember to like, subscribe, follow us here on SoundCloud. Watch our videos, be it DC or Bridge or Frontier Zero or like Demon Grocery Store stuff. I mean, just watch stuff. I mean, watch our stuff.
Yes, plug. And virus.
Circulate the links.
You heard it here
Spread
first.
us like a virus.
Yeah, there you go. You got a lot of things to watch, people.
So stop watching this and start watching that. Now!
Do it now!
Good night, and thank you.